be talking about a bunch of different stuff. I've gotten a lot of DMs and messages. It seems like some of these topics have been bothering people and they want help with it. So I want to give some of my advice that has helped me. Things I really want to cover are passions in life, relationship, and maybe some other stuff. We'll see what happens. So let's just get right into it. This is going to be a width focused pull day. So that means we're mainly going to be doing lats, or honestly solely going to be doing lats. The two variations you can do with the straight bar on the lat pull down are an upper back row, and that's where you slightly lean back and pull towards your collarbone or a little bit below it. What you want to do if you're trying to target your lats though is stay very upright and just pull straight down. I also like to go really heavy, especially because this is my first movement. When you're doing your order of exercises, the first movement you do, you always want to go very heavy on because it's going to be the main thing that you're trying to progressive overload. Let's just get right into it. When you're doing your warm-up sets, I usually like to do 1 to 2, especially if I'm starting with a machine. If I'm starting with a free weight, I usually have to do more to get up to the heavier weight. But when you're doing your warm-up sets, you really don't want to do anything more than 2 or 3 reps. You're just trying to get your body acclimated to the new weight. You're not actually trying to fatigue yourself. Y'all know I love my partial reps, but these are kind of impossible. You can always try your best to get 1 partial rep, but if you go heavy, it's gonna be almost impossible to get any. The biggest thing that separates beginners, intermediate, and advanced level lifters is how closely you're able to push yourself to failure. And once you get to failure, how long you can prolong that failure time period. Basically, this means beginners, even if they truly believe that they're going to failure, they usually leave between 1 and 3 reps in the tank. Intermediate level lifters, they are the people that actually can get their body closer to failure, but once they fail, they stop the lift. But they're also accustomed to using past failure techniques like drop sets and partials and a bunch of stuff like that. Advanced level lifters, the biggest difference for why they experience a lot of muscle growth, they're able to prolong that failure rep for as long as possible. You'll notice when I'm failing, I didn't get that bar all the way down to my nose, which is what I was aiming for. I got it right down to around the top of my head, but I'm going to pull for as long as possible until my muscles give out, and then I'm going to slowly start the eccentric phase. Also, sorry for this. I know you guys are seeing the sweat stains. I have had this hoodie since before I committed to University of Arizona for rugby, and I was checking out Penn State. I only used it for workouts, so as you can see, it's had some wear and tear. Unfortunately, no gym crush here today. That means no motivation. Okay, so all of the machines that I wanted to use were actually taken. So we're gonna do something that's a little bit non-conventional for my usual style of training. I'm gonna be doing an incline dumbbell row, or actually, hold up, it's hot as shit. So a big mistake with these is a lot of people like to do this straight up and down movement where you're gonna get a lot of bicep activation and arm activation instead of your actual lat. What you wanna do is keep your arm very, very tight to your body. That's what's gonna activate your lat the most. And then do this small swinging motion to lock it into place. So right at the start of the rep, you swing it back and then you pull up and back. So swing and then row, swing and then row, just like so. All right, let's talk about some real shit. Yesterday, I had somebody ask me, and this was probably one of the most thought-provoking questions I've gotten in a while. How did you know that this is what you wanted to do with your life? How did you know that this was gonna be able to be something that you can make money off of? A lot of people don't necessarily know what they wanna do with their lives, or they don't know what job to get or what kind of path to go down, right? And so if I ask somebody, what do you wanna do with your life? They might respond, I don't know, I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna wait till college is over. Or even worse, they just end up doing something that they don't love to do, and they just do it for the rest of their life. But it's funny because if I ask that same person, what's your hobby? They can come up with something like that. You might only have one thing that you're truly, fully interested in. For me, that was fitness. And I knew that if I loved fitness so much and I put my entire life into it, it would bring me to whatever place I needed to be. I wasn't ever necessarily worried about making money doing what I love, because even if I made no money ever doing fitness, and by the way, I don't monetize any of my content. I obviously have the opportunity to, but I don't, because I love doing what I do. And I do it because I love it. If you fully dive into it head first, whatever that hobby is, you will find a way to not only make money with it, but enjoy the rest of your life doing it. And worst comes to worst, you don't make a lot of money doing what you love, you're doing what you love. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. And not only that, I put into a year into just making content, but before that, I put 6 years into training. I would skip going out to the bars, or I would skip eating the unhealthy food, and I completely surrounded myself with what I love doing, and that truly was my passion for fitness. And when you're able to make those sacrifices, it always works out in the end. A lot of people think that you kind of get luckier, but I truly believe you create your own luck. The harder I work, it seems that people think the luckier I get. And reality, that is true. And I get a lot luckier because a lot more opportunities come to me. They arise out of nothing, and they wouldn't come if I didn't put in that work in the beginning. So yes, I do get luckier, but it's because I create my own luck. You gotta love it, man. You gotta absolutely love it. If you're somebody who doesn't know what you want to do, don't worry about what other people think of you. Just go out and do it because you like to do what you do. It's funny because I had so many people doubt me right at the beginning, right? Oh, look at Dirk, you know, he's doing his stupid gym content. The thing was, I was as passionate and loved doing it, making this content and going out to the gym just as much as I do now as when I had 0 subscribers, 0 followers. And that's the thing that's going to separate people who are successful from people that are unsuccessful. And think about it, in 65 years from now, everybody that's doubting you is going to be dead. Nobody's going to care, or maybe not all dead, but they're gonna be pretty old and decrepit. Nobody's gonna be hating on you then. I know that within that time frame of me working my ass off for a decade and doing what I love, I know an opportunity will present itself to me and I'm gonna be able to take it when it comes. So hopefully this helps some of you. All right, next exercise. You take this little D handle, throw it around here, and it just kind of helps me better line up for a neutral grip when I'm doing the lat pull down. Helps me keep it really tight to my body, and if you keep your arm more tight to your body, you're gonna get a little bit more lat activation. So we're going for upper lats here, and going really slow and controlled. I also like to slightly lean to the side that I'm trying to work. Take a couple breaths in between each set because these are pretty intense. So you'll see I pull for as long as I can on that failure rep, and then I help myself go past failure by using my other arm for assistance. If you're somebody who struggles to feel the tension in your lat buildup, really go slow on the eccentric portion. It's gonna help you understand that mechanical tension that you're looking for, and honestly, it's just better for building muscle. All right, let's get into the next topic. Relationships, hookup culture, and dealing with bitches. No, I'm just playing. Not that last part, but relationships and hookup culture. I'm somebody who has never, ever been into hookup culture in my life. I've really only ever had one hookup, truly, if you can believe it. Every girl I've ever been with besides that has been dating, and that's exactly how I like it. I'm somebody who really enjoys having a connection with somebody before I can, you know, commit to a more intimate level, if you know what I mean. A big problem, in my opinion, with today's society is a lot of people care about the societal status of getting with somebody that might be better looking than them, might have more money than them, whatever it is. And a lot of the time, these situationships, hookups, semi-relationships, whatever you want to call them, where you're not fully committed to someone, they almost always end poorly or are usually pretty toxic. So what I see that's a big common thing with relationships in particular, and I've had a good amount. The one relationship that I've had that was super solid, the whole reason that we worked together so perfectly was because my typical negative parts of myself that most people will look at as, oh, this is the red flag with this person, she either accepted or thought that those were green flags. That's the biggest thing. If you're looking for someone or you're looking to find a relationship with someone, the best thing you can do is not air out your dirty laundry, but specifically when it comes to looking for relationships, you really just want to let other people know what your red flags are. Like, I don't drink alcohol. This girl didn't really drink that much either. I'm somebody who spends a lot of time in the gym every day. I'm not going to have as much time to go do stupid shit with you in the very middle of the day. That's a red flag for a lot of people. I'm not somebody who wants to go out at 12 o'clock at night and is okay staying out until 3 a.m. in the morning, having fun and partying, because I like to prioritize my sleep and get a good start waking up early. All of these could be considered red flags for some, but for some others, they're considered green flags. And a lot of the time, if you are somebody like me who does not resonate with hookup culture, then it is going to be hard to find people like yourself. For the most part, you're gonna find a lot of people in the same situations as you see yourself in. So if you're somebody who goes to the gym a lot of the times the people that are like you are gonna be other people that go to the gym. Or if you're somebody who has to do a lot of studying to go to med school, you're gonna find a lot more people that are like-minded like you at the library. Or if you're somebody who loves partying and having a good time, you're gonna find a lot more people like you at the clubs. Hopefully that helped. And also, it really is a waiting game, especially if you're into the gym. Are you waiting for this? Are you waiting for this? Yeah. Oh, my bad, bro. I'm yapping. I'll do one more set and I'll be done. All right, I gotta wrap this up. My bad. I'm yapping too much. Hey, bro. I'm done, by the way. I see you in here a lot. What's your name? Jaden? Yeah. I'm Dirk, bro. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you've been crushing it, bro. I've been seeing you here for a while. I appreciate you, brother. It's all yours. You want me to wipe it down? Are you sure? I'm a sweaty motherfucker, bro. You sure? All right. I got you, bro. How long have you been working out for?
3 years maybe.
3 years, yeah. I think I'm working closer to 7 now. 7? Yeah, a long time. But I started when I was like 15, dude, which is a youngin', you know what I mean? All right, brother, it's all ready for you, cleaned up. Yeah, of course, it was Jaden, right?
Yep.
All right, nice to meet you, brother.
Again?
Dirk?
Dirk.
Yeah, have a good workout, dog. It's funny, that interaction that I just had at the other machine was actually what was my third topic gonna be. If you genuinely don't know how to make friends in the gym or you wanna make more gym bros, this is what you wanna do. Number one, usually if you wanna make gym bros, you're gonna have to go up to them. So what you wanna do, easiest opening line ever. Go up to them, say, how many sets do you have left? It's usually just gonna be a short number, like 1 or 2, bro. And then all you gotta say is, okay, cool, thanks. If they offer you to work in, great, do that. Then you can talk with them. If they don't ask. Do not ask to work in. People will offer if they're okay with it. Step 2, after they give you the number response for how many sets they have left, then just say, hey bro, I was wondering what your name is. I've seen you in here for a while and you've been crushing it recently. They'll give you your name. They might ask for your name, and if not, then you just say, okay, cool, I'm Dirk. Nice to meet you. Maybe you get that, maybe you don't. From then on out, all you gotta do is say, all right, I'll see you around, bro, or have a good workout, and that's it. If they are very dry with you, then just let them be. They wanna work out. If they're not, this opens the conversation to other spots where you can find similarities. Just asking questions is gonna be step 3. So if they wanna keep talking with you, all you gotta do is ask them questions. People's favorite topics are themselves. Ask him, how many years have you been working out? Do you have any tips for how to get to your physique? Do you usually come around this time because you've been crushing it and I like following your workout routines sometimes? Whatever you want, as long as you can think of a simple question for them to open up the doorway to talking. If they give you short one-word responses, after they give you those responses, just go fuck off and try to find another friend, because they're trying to crush their workout and now you're bothering them. Worst comes to worst, if the conversation ever gets dry or he wants to hit his set, all I do is say, it was nice meeting you. Say their name again. So be like, in that situation, it was Jaden. I said, Jaden, right? Just to make sure that I can reiterate it and say it the next time I see him. Also, when he hears his name, it's just something that signals in your brain that's more of a friendly response. So everybody loves hearing their own name. It's everybody's favorite word. So if you say his name again, all right, Jaden, it was nice meeting you. Next time I see him at the gym, I'm gonna be able to say what's up to him. That's literally it. Super simple. Those 3 steps works every time. In fact, let's go do another example right now. All right, I think I found somebody. All the way over there. You see, bro? He's using the preacher curl. I want to use it. Let's test it out. Hey, bro. Are you about to hit a set?
What's up?
Are you about to hit a set? My bad.
No, yeah, you're good.
Oh, you're good? Bro, I was wondering how many sets do you have left?
I just started, but if you want this one, I can do something else.
No, dude, no, totally. I'm going to finish up a couple sets over there, and then I'll come back over to this.
Quick, I'm just warming up with
Dude,
this one.
totally take your time. What's your name, bro?
Trevor.
Trevor?
Yeah.
I'm Dirk. Nice to meet you. I've been seeing you here for a little bit. You've been crushing it, bro. Yeah, of course. Hey, thanks, bro. You have a good lift. I'm going to see you around. How many sets did you say one more time?
I did like 3 sets.
3 sets. Cool. All right. It was nice meeting you. Trevor, right?
Yes.
Got you. It's literally that easy. And I mean, it was a quick convo. He didn't ask me to work in, which is totally fine, but he did offer to get off the machine, which is like a little too nice. So, all right, so with this exercise though, one of the best things about it is just kind of lights up your whole back, but especially if your lats, if you keep the grip tight to your body, like I've been saying this entire time, a common rookie mistake is kind of extending towards the end of the movement. You don't want to extend, that's going to get more triceps and arms. You're trying to target your lats the entire way through. So whatever angle you have in your elbow at the start, that's what you want to finish with. So this is literally the motion. It's just like this. This is the angle. I'm keeping it the entire time. And going slow on the eccentric, fast on the concentric, and then just go to failure. All right, this is gonna be our heavy bicep curl movement. We're gonna do the cable curl. The biggest mistake is a lot of people like to do the curl facing the cable. You wanna do it the other way. It's gonna help keep tension on throughout the entire range of motion. You're not gonna get a lot of stimulus at the very top and the bottom if you do it facing the curl, but if you do it away, you're gonna keep that tension on. Oh my gosh. If you want to get the most out of this movement, slightly lean forward too. It's going to help you with the range of motion more. If you're straight up and down, once you get past here, you're taking all that tension off just because of the angle of the cable. You lean forward and you're keeping that tension on. Just 2 here. Let's move on to the next exercise. Oh my God, why did I say that like Batman? All right, next exercise. I like to go really heavy with these. You're gonna use a dumbbell. What you're gonna wanna do is an incline dumbbell curl. Don't do alternating, that's a waste of effort. Do them at the same time. When you do these, you wanna curl up and outwards with your pinky. So I call these pinky up curls. What you wanna do is start pulling upwards and slightly outwards. You should be finishing with your pinky up and your arm slightly out to the side. That way it's gonna hit both heads of your bicep. These are absolutely brutal. So, as you can see with the past failure technique, once you hit failure, cheat curl the weight up, manually squeeze your biceps. So you should be contracting it manually. I don't know how else better to say that, but you should be squeezing yourself. So, whoa, what do you mean by that? Starting at the top, squeezing the whole time, coming down to about a quarter of the way down, squeeze, hold for 3 seconds, isometric, pull back up. Do that 3 times. This is a kind of an old head, old bodybuilder style training technique. It is probably one of the hardest exercises you can do. Okay, I got a little cut off of my rant earlier, so I'm gonna get back into it. I know y'all love me yapping. Relationships. So I kind of talked about what you should be looking for when you're trying to find a girl, but I didn't really cover how high your standards should be. It is super important that you never settle. I haven't had a girlfriend in almost a year. These past 9 months that I have been single have probably been the most progressive months I've ever had in my life. In the past 9 months, I started up my Instagram account. I started up my own business. I started making content for YouTube, all the other socials, whatever it is. I've been making, money moves, but on top of that, I've also been making mental moves. I've kind of understand that I needed to grow a lot as a person because I've always been somebody that relied on another person to kind of not only be there for me, but also just take care of me. I didn't realize this, but my ex-girlfriend, the reason that we broke up for the majority, and I don't really need to be airing out too much of my personal life, but we broke up because I got way too comfortable. She was, in my opinion, she settled. At the time, she was settling for me. She was doing my homework. She was a lot smarter than me. She was doing my laundry. She was taking care of me. I was living in with her. Now you guys only see me for who I am today, and I'm a very progressive person who always talks about trying to better themselves on the daily. But back then, literally just 9 months ago, I was not the same person that I am today. I was somebody who needed to be taken care of. I was somebody who was more looked at as a burden more than, a blessing in somebody's life. I want to be somebody that can have a mutual benefit. And in my last relationship, in my opinion, I figured I was getting a lot more out of it than she was. So that's why we broke up. Greatest goal I've ever known. And if you are somebody that's like me, and there's not too many else out there, but hopefully if you're watching this channel, you are kind of like me, just know that you truly are the 1%. It is going to be very, very, very hard to find like-minded people. It is going to be very, very hard to find people that don't indulge in hookup culture and have a lot of similarities as you and have the same personality as you. As long as you keep your standards high, eventually you will find somebody else with those high standards. I hope that helps some of you. All right, I'm yapping. I yap a lot. I'm sorry. Final set here. All right, I'm gonna do one more exercise to finish off my arms with a little brachialis curl of some sort, and then posing and a hawk roll walk, and we fucking out of here. All right, so what we're doing now is gonna be two arm. We're gonna do hammer curls, and then we're gonna superset by doing cross body alternating hammer curls. This is just a good finisher. Not necessarily the most optimal way to grow your brachialis, but it's fun and it gives you a crazy pump. Let's get into it. So with these, you want to manually squeeze your bicep while you do them. As you get closer and closer to failure, start speeding up the tempo. Use a little momentum. And now alternating. So angle out your elbows and just go cross body. Still squeezing your bicep manually. All of my bicep movements have been 2 sets, and all of my back movements have been 2 sets, except for the very first one if you want to replicate the workout. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I get to talk about some of my favorite topics. Let's get to posing. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have enough footage or enough space on my camera to record the hawk roll walk, but I do have just enough for the posing. So I'll make sure I don't clip it to my chain this time. Let's get into it. I swear I don't take those off slow on purpose. It's just hard to take them off. Oh yeah, that's badass. Legs action or what?
You look fucking ridiculous.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. What's your name?
Gavin.
Gavin, nice to meet you, brother. I'm Dirk.
Dirk.
Yeah, I've been seeing you around. You've been crushing it recently, bro.
You man?
Trying to get a little posing too?
Yeah.
I'm 21.
Shit.
How about you, bro?
17.
No fucking way, you're 17, bro. God, I gotta start working out more. Shit, that's insane, bro. You're starting early, but you're getting right.
Yeah. Fuck, how much you weigh?
I'm
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
I'm 210.
210. How tall?
I'm 6'1". Him saying yeah after that is crazy, bro. Anyways, I gotta finish this up. So it was nice meeting you. What was it? Gavin, right? Gavin. Yeah, I'm Dirk. Yeah, nice to meet you, brother. All right, hope you all enjoyed that. I would rate the pump like an 8.5 out of 10. My camera is literally about to die, so I'm not gonna be able to get the hot girl walk in, but follow, like, subscribe, all of that, and stick around for more content. I hope you all enjoyed.